Let's go.
Hey all, welcome back to Faith Food and Fun. Today is going to be a busy day for me, as usual. Not as busy as some days, but today's a little bit busy. Today I have to say too. Let me start by saying hello. I hope all is well. I hope that you're going to have a good day today. You're starting of the day. It's like 1:20 in the afternoon, and my day is consist. I'm well, by the way. I'm well too. But every day consists of something new, something different, and always something to do. So today I'm going to go and, well, first, like I said, I wanted just to say first, I did rest a little bit this morning, all the way until now. And I had to make a couple of phone calls, of course, for my daughter. And then try to figure out what I was going to have for supper. I think I'm going to have a pork chop. I have some leftover rice inside of the rice and peas inside of the freezer. And then I think I'm going to make, of course, I think I'll make the Brussels sprouts as well. But now I'm going to go out. I have the package to pick up. I was supposed to pick up the package yesterday that I was supposed to pick up that I mentioned in the last video. But they said it's dated for today. So that's what happens. And I tell Sister Bonnie that quite a few times. I said, Sister Bonnie, read instructions, read your mail, just read things, read if you're having something, if you buy something at the store, read the instructions. And I didn't read the instructions of the postcard or the post paper that they give you to pick up your mail. So, sometimes you have to take your own advice, you know what I mean? But anyways, so I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go and just pick up some things that I need to pick up at the grocery store, go to the pharmacy, and yeah, that's it. The pharmacy, I have to pick up the package. And then I go to the grocery store to pick up a few things. And then I have the gym this evening at 7 o'clock. So, yeah, so there's a few things I have to do, and it's all good. It's all good. I hope that you can see me. I don't have the vlogging light on. I have like a little lamp on, so hopefully you can see me. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that tonight to have I'm going to have a nice pork chop. I just felt like a nice pork chop. Put it in the oven, broil it up, and spice it up. Put some spices on my Brussels sprouts. I have that too. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And right now I was just thinking about watering my plants on the balcony. Yeah, this poor plant hasn't had water in I would say a couple of weeks. So I've been not too well on my game here. So I said, let me give him some water. And I'm going to definitely fix up this balcony. I'm starting off late because the weather has been taking long to warm up, so I have to kind of clean up this place here, buy some plants. I like to buy like a nice little carpeting out here, like maybe even some fake grass. So yeah, and my daughter was sitting out here, so she put the sheet on here, on the little lawn chair. I have to do some dusting up the chairs here and wipe down this divider here. I put this divider here for little privacy for when I'm sitting here or my daughter's sitting here. Yeah, I put a plant here. Here's another one of my plants that kind of died. Well, it's dying a little bit, but slowly trying to come back. Slowly. Yeah, my plants weren't doing so well this year, but I'm going to buy some more and kind of redeem myself. With these plants. I do kind of have a green thumb. I just sometimes, like my busy life, I forget about the plant, and which is not right. It's not right. It's like, if you forget about feeding your dog or your cat, it's not, I mean, they can't talk back. The plant can't really talk back, but it's a living thing. So I have to try to treat it a little bit more serious. Take it more serious, I should say. So yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty big balcony. It's pretty big out here. I have this wiring here prevent the birds from coming in. That cost me a few dollars to get somebody to put this up here. But I don't get birds here anymore. I don't have birds nesting and having their babies on here anymore. So I'm happy about that. So now that the weather's starting to get better, I can start bringing some plants out here and make it nice and pretty so when my daughter comes, yeah, so I'm gonna start heading on out now, fam, and I will definitely get back to you a little bit later. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog while I'm out, but I'll see. You know, I'm just kind of spontaneous, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna kind of plan things. If I record while I'm out, I will, but I'm definitely gonna be vlogging making the food this evening. So I hope that you're all doing well. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be cooking before I go to the gym or after. I think before makes more sense. I mean, I have a few hours. I have like almost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got about 5.5 hours. So I think I'll be fine. Okay, fam. So I'll see you soon.
Chicken or beef?
Yes, so what a beautiful day it is out here. I wasn't going to record while I was outside, fam, but I said, you know what? I'm going to say hello to y'all. Well, excuse me. I just took out my gum. Yeah, so, yeah, it's a lovely day outside. It's funny how we are here in Canada. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but one day could be cool, one day could be really raining, one day could be really dark, and the next day, bam! Hot and sunny. It's not even warm, it's hot today. Very hot. And I love it. I'm enjoying it. I used to complain about the heat before. I'm going to stop doing that because, you know, when it's cold out, then we're complaining. When it's too hot, then we're complaining. So, you know what? It's better just to enjoy at least one, you know, or enjoy both, you know, even wintertime. You know, I live in Canada. I have no choice. So we're going to have winter days. We're going to have very humid days because our summers, when we get summers, it gets very humid. It doesn't get in between. Most of the time it's very, very hot. For the last few years, 20 years, I would say it's been very, very hot. So yeah, so I'm going to say that I really enjoy it, and the fact that I know that it's enjoyable for my daughter, I enjoy that as well. So I'm not going to complain about it, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Why complain? You know, you're healthy, you're here, you're still alive. So I'm not going to complain about too many things. I don't like to complain anyway. And the old saying they would say, why complain? Nobody's listening. Nobody cares anyway. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here enjoying this beautiful day. I like your outfit. I like that. Oh, she can't hear me, but I told her that I like her outfit. But she has, you know, everybody has little things in their ears. Let me show it to you. Yeah, she had a cute little outfit on, and I don't mind complimenting people when I see them, especially when I see a lady wearing a nice skirt and look very ladylike. You don't see that too often. You see a woman with a nice dress on or a nice skirt on. You don't see it too often. So when I do see a woman like that, I always compliment them, encourage them, because you know it's like a thumb. What is that saying? It's like a sore thumb or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this weather. I'm going to go home. I wish I didn't have to go home because it's so nice out, but I do have some things to do before I go to the gym tonight, like cook. That's the main thing. I love to cook, so I like to have home cooked meals. I'm not into sandwiches and all these things. Every now and then I'll have a sandwich. Every now and, like, for instance, I think even next week I'll be making a breakfast dinner with pancakes, homemade pancakes, some bacon, some you know, toast or French toast or whatever. So I'm going to stay tuned for that, family. I'm not going to tell you what day it is. Just keep watching. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for my bus and just enjoying this weather. If it takes the time to come, that's good. And I noticed that the bugs are not bothering me. Oh, I just speaking of bugs, wait a minute, my back just started itchy. Right then I just said that. 1 second. Yeah, so the bugs are not bothering me like they usually do. Usually if I'm sitting out here like this, a wasp will come around me or some type of mosquito or something. But what I do now is I spray all my skin with what do you call it? Peppermint spray. I spray like I was telling you in the last videos. That peppermint spray keeps bugs away. You know, like ants, mosquitoes, whatever household problem you have, ants like that or whatever, roaches, whatever. If you have some type of insects that problem, like ants get on my nerves. They get when you see them, especially in the summertime, going around your sink in your kitchen. It's just annoying. So yeah, so they are really good. The peppermint spray, you dilute it with some water, have your little spray bottle, and I brought my little spray bottle with me. See, I brought my spray bottle with me. Instead of perfume, I just spray my spray bottle. Put it on my feet. Spray, 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 spray. Yeah. Yeah, so far it seems to be working. And it's enjoyable. You know, I would go out with some friends and then I'm sitting there and everybody, we're having conversation and all of a sudden I'm running from the bees or the wasp and the mosquitoes and everybody just sitting there relaxing. And I've always been like that. Even when I was young, I would be out with people and I would have bugs biting on me or ants crawling up on my feet, and I don't know, it must be my blood type or something, but it's, you know, and I stopped wearing perfume for that reason, and still, so it must be in my blood. So now I carry this spray with me. I spray myself before I leave because I don't want to use that other insect repellents, too much chemicals in those things. And I don't want like putting that on my daughter either. As a matter of fact, the teacher was asking me to send her some sunscreen, my daughter, and I said no, I don't believe in that kind of stuff unless it's like an organic sunscreen. But the sun is good for us as long as we're not going to get sunburn. We don't stay out too long. The sun is very good. The vitamin D is very good, and I'd rather her have some sun than have the chemicals from the sunblock. So yeah, the sun is healthy. It's healthy for you as long as you don't, burn yourself. Don't stay out too long. Yeah, and if you think you're gonna stay out long, have an umbrella. Go underneath an umbrella if you're going to the beach, or, I'm just saying. For me, get a sunblock that doesn't have chemicals in it, because these things have a lot of chemicals in them. So and we sweat anyways. We naturally sweat. So I used to put the sunblock on my face and my body and all these things. I used to put it on my daughter, but I just found some information out, and I just don't want these chemicals. And people are getting cancers and all these things, and I'd rather just do things the natural way. You know what I mean? As much as you can. Sometimes it's not affordable, but try to do as much as you can for yourself. Eat your vegetables, your fruits. Stay away from like chocolate bars, and if you're gonna have a chocolate bar, have dark chocolate. Just little things like that, just to make yourself better, make you healthier, make you stronger, and try to prevent different things. So that's how I live, especially now that I'm getting older. I thought about these things when I was young too, not as much, but especially when you're getting older, your body's not the same as before. So I really try to do my best to take care of myself. So family, I hope that you can hear me. And I hope that you're having a good day over there. I fixed my watch. My watch had, I don't know why the strap broke, and so I brought it to the shop, and she was nice enough to tell me that I didn't have to pay anything because I brought in a lot of things for them, so they really appreciated it. So she said, no, you don't have to pay. Appreciates the things that I already brought for them. Yeah, so now I can check my time, because I was always going in my bag to check the time on the phone, but this is a lot more convenient. I can literally look at my watch. Yeah, so that's it. I'm feeling good. The sun feels really nice. I spoke with the teacher today. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did speak to the teacher today, and she's like I said, she's very enthusiastic about learning about her students. And so I do feel safe with her. I feel like my daughter's in a safe place with this teacher. She's willing to learn. She's willing to call me. I asked her to call me this morning, and right away she called me like within 10 minutes. Early. Like I called her about 8:15 or 8:20, like that, something like that, because she said, the kids. I know the kids are not in at 9. They come in at 9, about 9 o'clock, so she has some time to speak. And I didn't want to speak with her too long because I told her, we won't talk too long, so you can have a little break before the kids come in. She said, no. I like to come in early, and I came in really early, so I had enough break. So that was good. She's very patient, and she's not like rushing off the phone. So I really appreciate this teacher. The teacher that my daughter had the year before too, she was a good teacher. She was a Christian actually too, but she got hurt. We periodically keep in touch, and so if my daughter goes back to that other teacher or this teacher next year, that would be great. Fantastic. Oh yes, and I spoke to the teacher about my daughter not having her peers, like her classmates, not being vocal like she is. So, and she said she understands that. She said that makes sense why my daughter might be having some little issues at school, because she cannot communicate with the other students, which makes sense. So she might be very, very bored. And this is why she might be asking me, Mommy, take me there. Mommy, go to so-and-so's house, because she wants to actually speak to somebody. I mean, she has her roommates at the group home, and they two of them are vocal, but one is kind of more mature, so she's not really speaking to my daughter. And then there's another one that's kind of, she's very close to my daughter, but she has her own life too, so she's not going to be around my daughter all the time, because you do have to have patience around my daughter. So, and sometimes people may not have patience like that. So my daughter's asking to go to a lot of places, so hopefully by next year she'll have some students that are that will be able to speak with her and have conversations with her or talk to her. So yeah, this could be another challenge of my daughter too. So I just look at all the things, the pros and cons about the things that's going on in her class. Here's my bus. I'll speak to you later. Yeah, so family, this old girl is so happy that it was so nice outside today. I wish I could have been out a little bit longer, but I have things to do, responsibilities to take care of. And let me show you these books that I found. I found a couple of these books. They had a bag of books downstairs in the lobby, and I was really interested in these two books. One is called A History of Western Society, Concise Edition, Wisner, Hanks, Croston, Perry, Mackay, 13 edition. I know. And then we have 10th edition, the Bare Essentials. Now I started reading just some of the paragraphs in the book and in these books, and I was just saying to myself, there's a lot of history that I don't know about in the world. There's a lot of history. So I know when I was young, school wasn't the best or my favorite place to go to. I did a lot of, I'm being serious, I'm being transparent with you right now. I did a lot of playing around in school, especially in high school, because as when I was young, okay, my life was more, let me try to say this very gently. It was a little bit of a battle. My young life wasn't, just like a lot of people's life, just a lot of fun, and it was a little bit of a battle. I was in a single home, and and I would never blame my mother for anything. She was single. She did her best, and she always fed us. We always were dressed well, and she did her best. But it was a little bit of a challenge, especially being the eldest. So for me, my time, my enjoyment was drawing, painting, and things like that. So trying to learn at school, I always wanted to learn, but it was kind of a challenge because I was thinking about my life too as a teenager or as a young girl. So my life was a little bit challenging as life. As everybody has a different, grew up differently. So my life was a little bit challenging when I was young. That's all I can say. That's all I would say. Like I said, my mother did her best. She always gave us home cooked food. Meals, in the younger stages of her life, she had a little bit of, struggles and as young people will have. But she tried her best. She worked. She, and I was pretty much, when my sisters and brothers started coming along, I was kind of helping my mother with the kids and cooking and washing dishes and stuff like that. So like I said, my life was a little bit busy, a little bit challenging when I was young. So school wasn't really my major priority, so, but I did pretty well in school. I tried to do my best. And yeah, and I remember having an essay once, and the teacher said it was one of the best essays in the class, and I was so proud of myself, very, very proud of myself. So I was capable and able to achieve, if, like I said, if my lifestyle was different. So that to say, when I ran across these books downstairs, these were 2 out of about 6 books. I started reading some of the paragraphs in here, and I was just like, it's so interesting, and it's they're a little bit kind of like, they're a little bit philosophical, like you have to kind of understand what they're saying and understand the wording, and it's really, you know what I mean. So but it was interesting. I seen myself turning the page, so I said, you know what? I'm going to bring these 2 books upstairs. So I'm going to try to see what I can get out of these books. And yeah, it's just very interesting. So you never know, eh? It's never, ever, you're never too late to learn. You're never too old to learn, and it's never too late to learn. Never. I remember this man, he was 100 years old when he graduated from high school. And that gives you encouragement for somebody. He didn't know how to read either as well. So he didn't know how to read, and he did not graduate from school, obviously, because he didn't know how to read. But he did all of his classes, and he graduated before he passed away. So sometimes we can challenge our minds, challenge our way of thinking, explore new explorations, And yeah, so I was very interested. I was very intrigued when I was reading these few paragraphs in these books. So yeah, so that's life, and you don't have to read just to try to get money or try to get an education wise, like going to school. But you can read just to find out things that you didn't know about, about history. So it was really amazing. So that little moment that I had downstairs for 10 minutes was just fabulous. And then I had to say to myself, come on, Kim, get out the book. You can read it another time. So anyways, on that note, fam, these are the things that I bought. Oh, I bought this little thing here. It's like a lace, kind of a lace skirt, see-through skirt. But what you do is you put it over a dress, or you put it over a skirt, just to give your skirt, your plain black skirt or white skirt or whatever color skirt you want. It just gives it a little fashionable pop. So I thought that would be cute. I seen a woman, a fashion designer. Oh no, she wasn't a fashion. She was when you decorate her house, a house decorator. I forgot what you call that, but she decorates house, and she was wearing something like this, and I said, oh, I would like to get one of those. So yeah, that's me. Little old May. So let's get back to the food part. So I got this for my daughter, her little cheeses that she likes. She likes these little cheeses, so I got a 2-pack. And I got 2 of my rice milk. You've seen me putting them inside the cart. Anyways, these things. So, and I decided when I was showing you the fruits, the canned fruits, I decided to make like a fruit salad, but with canned fruit. I just feel like something like sweet. I feel like something sweet, so I got the sliced mangoes in light syrup. I got peaches. I love peaches. I love especially peaches in a can. I love peaches. Peaches and lychees. My daughter loves these too. So I'm gonna mix those together. Have a nice little canned fruit salad. And then I bought some pork seasoning. And of course, pork chops. So I'm gonna start washing those up. I already got the pan and the oven on, preheating. onion powder and maybe spices in there. Butter. Now I have some leftover rice. Here we go. I think that should be enough. That might even be too much. Yeah, I'll take some back. I think this is enough. Okay, family, I'm back from the gym and I'm going to make this fruit salad and have my cottage cheese. Now, before I got in from the gym, I got a phone call from somebody that I met on the bus. So we just had a serious conversation. So that took about a good 40 minutes. So I'm going to hurry up and make this fruit salad for you that I showed you what I bought. Now, this is not what you would say a healthy fruit salad. I mean, it's healthy, but it's got some syrup in it. So let's get this started. Okay, family, I'm gonna go feed up my muscles after this workout. We actually had a new teacher today, filling in for our old teacher. I was a little disappointed, but when we met and we started doing exercises, I said she's not so bad. She wasn't as intense, but she was good. We all enjoyed ourselves and we had some fun. So that is it. I'm gonna go have my snack, my little dessert snack, dessert/snack, and then enjoy that, and then see if I can get some smarts in me. Read this book that I got from downstairs. Yeah, so let me read a little something. It says, let me read this one. It says, what was I looking at? I was looking at something. Oh yeah, if the owner word is singular or if the owner word is plural but doesn't end in s, add s to indicate possession. Hello? Singer plus s, singer's voice. Band plus s equal band's instruments. Women plus s equals women's voice. I know I'm so silly. Anyways, I think this is going to be interesting, so I'm just going to, see what I can get out of this. So reading is good as long as you read the right stuff. And my favorite read is the Bible, honestly. But anyways, God bless you. Be a blessing and be blessed. And love you guys. See you on the next video. Bye.